So we're deciding to stay here in Chantilly because there's a lot of stuff that we haven't done yet that we wanted to do, and our coronation day is coming, so there's going to be a holiday on Monday. So we just rented the bike at our bike rental here for another 6 days, and they said, "Do you like mangoes?" And he said there's free mangoes here, and there's a ton of mangoes here for free. Look at this. Like, Liz is filling up a bag, and everybody's here just filling up bags. Look at all these crates of free mangoes. It's crazy. And like, just people are just taking bags here. So Liz grabbed a few of them.
So they're super ripe. I just grabbed enough for us to have a little mango feast.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, free mangoes.
Yeah.
This is one of the more beautiful Buddhas I've seen.
Yeah.
I'm always drawn to that cobalt blue color, though.
Yeah. So we've just arrived at this Buddhist temple here. Go figure, in Thailand, a Buddhist temple. We just randomly found it too. This is actually one of the first places, actually the first place we've seen a blue Buddha. Supposedly the most coveted color of Buddha is the emerald green.
That's a gorgeous one. I love the golden color.
Yeah. It's beautiful. This looks like a old transformer just sitting here by where the temple is. On the ground.
Engineered together by some mad scientist.
Yeah. Dr. Frankenstein's official transformer. Made in 1972.
Oh, wow.
So we're here at this temple that honestly we just randomly came across. I was just driving around, and there's temples everywhere in Thailand, so you will always come across the temple. But we just talked to a lady using a translator, and she's like, "Oh, there's waters over there for free. You don't have to buy anything." And there's a lot we don't understand. She says that the noodles are very delicious there, but we already had some breakfast. What's cool is there's like this homemade kiln like going right now with something in it. I wonder if it's a statue they're going to unveil. It's quite interesting. And then there's this statue of Buddha here, and the beautiful temple. It's cool just randomly coming across things like this in Thailand. And like under the temple, there's this giant room. Like, are you allowed to go in there? Now, obviously people are in there because there's shoes here. But just so much we don't know. And it's very difficult to ask questions because you don't want to be rude. There's also these little tiny things here. I guess they're not tiny, they're pretty kind of big. With these stones in the middle. It's kind of fun, sometimes a little frustrating also, just going around not knowing. Still need to get a haircut, by the way, guys. Like, this is getting ridiculous. Oh yeah, there's a Buddha behind this temple, and it looks like there's another temple or something being built here.
There's something confusing to me about Buddhism and the Buddhist temples is a lot of the statues and even the monks themselves will show shoulders,
Chest?
But anybody else coming into a temple, you need to have your shoulders covered, your knees covered. But you see these statues and the monks themselves showing shoulders and chest. So I don't know what the difference is.
Maybe it's a privilege, I don't know.
Yeah. So if anybody knows the answer to that, please let me know, because that's something I'm curious about.
Yeah, like this statue is showing chest.
You can see its belly button.
Yeah. Beautiful temple. So this is obviously just being built. I wonder if it's for homing monks or for... because it doesn't look like a temple. It's not built like a temple.
Look at that greenscape behind it. That's an excellent view.
Yeah. I'm sure these have been replaced in the past with other water towers, but those are probably the original water towers for this place. Some of the originals. And this little stupa here. Looks like it's a memorial for probably a monk or a family of monks. Okay, so we found a different temple. This one's right on the river. That's the Chantaburi River. And there's a couple of very long boats behind us. I don't know if they use those. Those would be really hard to turn. So we're cutting up the free mangoes and we're gonna have some mango.
The only way I know how to cut mango.
Carefully?
Yeah, carefully with a dull knife.
Is it dull?
There's a, yeah. Cut along this pit. And
Yeah. Cut along the pit?
yep. And then, so you have one fleshy side. And then you just make like crisscross. Like that. And then twist it back, and then you can eat the little cubes off of there. Like so. And you still get mango all over your face. Ooh. These are super ripe.
And you can just
like
munch it off the skin?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It's so ripe and juicy. Very good. You want some?
Sure. So we're sitting here under the banyan tree, getting a little bit of shade.
Eating mangoes.
Eating mangoes. And I think we'll just rattle off a few things that come across our mind that we've noticed on our travels. Like, we really haven't done a video like this ever. Let's see, what can we think of?
How giving people are.
Oh man, yeah.
Like, we're eating free mangoes, we're drinking free water.
Yeah.
There's just so much generosity. And like everywhere we've gone, people have just out of the blue been generous with us. I mean, like yesterday, a woman gave us fruit for free. We bought smoothies from her.
Oh,
and
yeah. Yeah, we went in, we stopped and we asked if they had smoothies. They had watermelon smoothies. And so we got the 2 watermelon smoothies, not thinking anything else. And she cuts up some watermelon and brings it over to us and sets it on the table. And she's like, "You want mango?" And we're like, "Sure." And she cuts up mango and sets it on the table. And when I went to pay, I expected to pay for it. And she said, "Oh, no charge, no charge. It's okay, it's okay." You know, after paying for the smoothies. We ended up, we gave her 100. She was only going to charge us 60 for the smoothies. 30 baht each for a fresh fruit smoothie mixed up right there too. That was weird. That guy literally just drove over here to cough and then left. Anyway, yeah, so 30 baht each for fresh fruit smoothies. So it was gonna be 60 baht. I gave her 100. Told her to keep the change. Liz just dropped her mango pit. Dun dun dun. Yeah, people are very generous here in Southeast Asia. Those are just some small examples. Oh, that is super ripe. That's good. You know how much mangoes are in the States, guys. We just got, how many did we get for free?
Like 6.
Like 6 mangoes for free.
Like grabbed like buckets.
Multiple bags, yeah.
But we only needed like 6 to feast on them.
We just realized that there's somebody sleeping right there. So we'll probably end up moving, finishing this video. I can't eat mango without getting it all on my beard. Look at that.
Yeah, let's spare them the details of mango all over our faces. And finish this chat in a different location.
Yeah. Although this one's much beautifuler. Good Lord.
I do want to show them the fishies in the water before we show them.
Rub it all over my face. I feel like I'm got mango all over my face. It's a bird. I don't know what kind. Yeah, it's got like a black ring around its eye. One thing that is always a must to carry, Southeast Asia, it's wet wipes. Never know when you're gonna need them.
Well, most restaurants and things don't provide napkins.
At least in Thailand. Vietnam they did. Cambodia we really didn't go to enough local restaurants to know, but the ones we did go to had napkins.
Well, and sometimes in Vietnam, they instead of napkins, they just have sheets of paper.
Yeah, like cut up squares of like, you remember that little off-white paper you guys used to have in like middle school, elementary?
Recycled paper.
Well, yeah. But like the brown paper. So it's like you're just wiping your face with the paper. Speaking of paper, toilet paper is not always a given in Southeast Asia. A lot of times they have a butt blaster, a bum gun. You know the thing that you pull out on your sink to spray the dishes that are really stuck? That, you know that thing that you use for your dishes to spray? it's one of those, and you spray your butt with it. It's not a bidet. A bidet actually is either a separate toilet type thing that sprays your butt, or an attachment to your toilet that sprays your butt. But the bum gun is actually just a handheld, squirter, basically. How you use it depends on who you are. Whether you reach around from the front, reach around from the back.
I'm a reach around from the front kind of person.
Yeah, well, we'll just leave it at that last statement, okay?
Everybody's wondering though. Okay, you guys in the comment section below, is Charlie...
I reach around from the back.
Oh, I was gonna let everybody
Nah,
else
it's fine,
decide.
it's fine. I just kind of scoot forward and reach around and spray.
I think you should give them like a tutorial, like when we get back to our hotel.
No. We're not that kind of channel. Anyway.
We are now.
Yeah. So bum gun is a thing in all of Southeast Asia. Sometimes there's not even a bum gun. Sometimes there's just a bucket of water and a pan, a little cup. Use your imagination on that one. Sometimes the toilets don't flush, so you have to use that cup to flush the toilet. While we're on bathroom subjects, wet baths in Southeast Asia, where there's no shower stall, you just kind of shower and the whole bathroom gets wet. Sometimes it can be annoying because you'll forget and you walk in there with your socks on and your socks get all wet, and that kind of sucks. So might as well stay on the bathroom subject while we're thinking about it. If there is toilet paper, a lot of times you cannot flush the toilet paper because the sewer systems here aren't designed for that. So you would throw your toilet paper in the trash.
And if there is toilet paper, a lot of times there isn't that center like cardboard piece.
Oh, yeah.
Which kind of makes sense not to have. I mean, it's just wasteful. It just ends up going into the garbage. So that's just something different about the bathroom.
And sometimes the toilet paper is very thin, falls apart. Like maybe like a quarter ply, not even a one ply.
Sometimes.
Okay, most of the time.
All of the time.
All the time.
The toilet paper quality here is very low.
Yeah.
But once you perfect your bum gun skills, you don't really need the toilet paper anymore.
Toilet paper is a thing of the past.
I never thought I'd hear myself saying that, but it is the way to go. It's cleaner.
Yeah.
Less waste, although you are using more water when you go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Well,
so
I mean, how much water does it take to cut down trees and process them into toilet paper?
And along with the fuel
Yeah.
and the impact on the ozone layer, yeah.
Yeah.
This amazing bluebird just drove by
On a motorcycle.
on a motorcycle. I'm gonna try and capture it if I can. I'm hoping it will drive back by this way.
All right. I think that's enough butt stuff for you guys. Let's move on to the next subject.
I mean, there's the common things like not wearing your shoes inside of houses. Some even convenience stores, you take your shoes off before going in.
While we're on convenience stores, 7-Eleven, there's 13,000 7-Elevens here in Thailand. AM/PM is in Vietnam. There is 7-Elevens also in Cambodia. Those are the best places to get out of the heat and into some AC. There's cool birds flying around here. Liz is trying to capture them. But they also have like a plethora of foods here. Like Like you can get the nori, the rice seaweed wrap things here, which in America, I think the only place you can get those at 7-Eleven is in Hawaii. You can get like hamburgers and fish burgers and ham sandwiches and like spinach and cheese sandwiches and stuff, and they will cook them for you there. Like you go to the cash register, hand them their stuff, and they cook them. So that's part of, 7-Eleven.
Yeah. Well, it kind of brings you to the side hustles that we've noticed.
Wow, yeah.
Like, everybody has something they're peddling, and we're used to in America where, 9 a.m. every morning, everybody is driving to a company that they work for to work.
It's a pigeon.
And thought I missed a bird shot. But here you're seeing people driving around on their motorcycle, pulling carts of goods that they're making, going to places for services that they provide. Everybody's working for themselves. They have a hustle to make money. So when you're buying something from somebody here, it's going right to that person. I think that's cool.
And like, some people have side hustles to their side hustles here. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, you'll see like a store selling something, and then outside they'll have a pile of mangoes.
Yeah.
For sale.
Yeah, like you'll see a clothing store, and outside they have a coffee shop that they also run, like as a stand. Or you'll see like an electronics store, and then out front there's somebody making food that like works at the store. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, and if you're not finding what you need, just ask somebody to use translator if you have to, and they'll be like, oh yeah, right over here, so and so, or they'll call somebody for you.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll be like, oh yeah, that's where you find that.
There's the blue bird. It's in the tree. You see it?
Yeah. I think it's a kingfisher.
Kingfisher?
Yeah. I'll know if it makes a sound. Kingfishers have a distinct sound. Oh, there, now you can see the blue. Look at that. It's even better in the sun. It's about to take off.
Something swimming in the water down there. So another thing, when greeting people in Southeast Asia, there's a little bit of a bow. Like in Vietnam, it's just like a head nod. And, that translated into Cambodia. In Cambodia, we started seeing a little bit of praying hands. Here in Thailand, it's almost always a bow with praying hands. And it's just like a way to greet somebody without saying anything. We've ridden by people on motorcycles, and when we're at stoplights, somebody will turn and look at us because we're different looking, and as soon as they realize that we're looking and we see them looking at us, they will get this, and it's just a sign of respect. So we find that we're using that too, because we want people to feel like we are, in their presence respectfully.
Yeah. Another interesting thing about Thailand, and this is more about Buddhism, is making merit You can buy birds and stuff to release into the air, and that gives you merit. These people here are actually releasing a couple bags of fish into the river, and I believe that's also to make merit. Just a interesting thing, I thought. Like, do the people that catch the fish to release and catch the birds to release, do they lose merit by doing that, or is their merit forgiven? Like, how does that even work? It's quite interesting. So this is the temple we were at, and look how long these longboats are. These are the ones we were sitting behind. And then there's another temple just right there. The giant stupa. A stupa is kind of like a pagoda, but it's round and pointy. I honestly don't know. But that's a stupa.
Side hustle. And the different modes of transportation. Most people drive motorcycles.
And most people don't have dryers. They just hang their clothes out to dry. It's usually hot enough anyway.
And greenery grows out of every crack in the concrete.
And new buildings look like old buildings. Like with the construction, like that.
And there's stray dogs everywhere you go.
That one's not a stray.
That one's not stray, obviously. And not everything is squeaky clean.
And not every road is like straight. There's hardly any straight roads. And no parking rules. Just park where you park.
Sidewalks are roads too.
And you don't need to go down the right direction on the road either.
Not everybody wears a helmet. And we're home.
Stairs aren't uniform height or width. Elevators in hotels are not standard, as we're on the 3rd floor. Power is not constant in your hotel room for the AC and such. Saves them money in the long run, so you just don't run the AC all day. But sometimes you can stick a different card in there when you leave. Pro tip.
And another thing to think about, when the power is out while you're gone, the refrigerator is off too. So So if you want to keep something cold in your fridge and you're gone all day, that's probably not going to happen. But thankfully, we weren't gone too long today. So these are still ice cold.
Beds aren't always soft. We've had beds that seem harder than wood, and you don't always know it until you're already booked the room.
And even though you're sweating out all of your fluids in Southeast Asia, your hair is sticking to your face, you cannot drink water from the tap. You must filter your water or buy it. We try to buy the big bottles. Oftentimes we'll get the big jug and refill these, just so that we're wasting less plastic.
It's important to stay hydrated. All right, so food in Southeast Asia is also something different. This is Papa Steak Hut, and that's their family set for 349 baht. So 349 baht is $9.49. And this is like a lot of food. Check this out. You got some mashed potatoes, spaghetti, French fries, French or garlic bread. I think that might be fish or pork. A steak with a hamburger on top.
And cheese?
Oh, that's not a hamburger.
Oh, yeah, like a steak. Yeah.
Chicken, ham, bacon, hot dogs, and a salad. This is insane. Like, I thought it was just gonna be that, but.
And the funny part is that the family set is gonna feed 2 Americans.
Yeah. This is the family right here. Us and you guys. I thought it was pork. It's fish. And it is good. Alright. Just thought I'd show you food in Southeast Asia.
Potatoes.
This is not even Southeast Asian food. This is like an American meal times 10. I guess I really didn't show you this place. Just off the side of the road here. And just a few outdoor tables. I'm parked right here. This is that market we went through a few videos back. Well, that was fun.
That was so much fun.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and check us out on Patreon, and we'll see you next time.
Bye now.
Bye now.
I'm waiting for a bird to take off from this tree. If you're watching this clip and wondering why. I don't see where the bird is though. Oh, but there's a bird right above me.